Hello and welcome back to the Staad Pro course. So in the previous class, we had carried out grid 1, right? We had done modeling of grid 1 by using two things. One was our translation repeat, right? And then we went to geometry and run structure wizard, and we had done our grid 1 from here, right? Bayframe, and I showed you how to edit these particular values also. All right, so that's what we did in the last time. So now before we go for the grid 2, as I said in the last class that we'll be doing grid 2 as well, because some students might find it difficult to do create an irregular plan like this. This is a very regular plan. Okay, standard plan it is. This is an irregular plan. So how do you work with this? They might have it out. So we'll be doing this grid 2. Now before we go ahead and do the grid 2, there are a couple of small concepts that we need to cover. Okay, so that we can do our grid 2 much better. Okay, so that those concepts basically are, if I just were to come here for a second, I just note down these concepts here so we don't forget something. Okay, so the first one is going to be the move tool. How do we use the move tool? Again, this is very simple. You can even figure this out on your own. Okay, after move tool, we have something called as mirror. Okay, they are called mirror command. How to use the mirror command? Third one is circular repeat. Circular repeat. Okay, and fourth one is beams. How to draw beams from different options. Okay, fifth one is editing of beams. Okay, all are very small concepts. Each will hardly take us 5 minutes to cover up, but as soon as we are done with this, in the next class I'll take you ahead to the grid 2 option and we'll recreate this grid in the software. All right, so first is the move tool. So to explain the move tool, let me come back here very quickly. I'll go to my geometry and structure wizard, and let me take something small, bay frame. Instead of giving 5, let's reduce everything by half. Let's give it 8. Okay, and let's give it 4 here. Okay, let's make it 3 and 3. Let's apply. So we get something like this, a small structure, and I'll just do close. Let's do yes. Let's do okay. All right. So basically, what is happening here is this. If you're seeing this particular thing, okay, this particular one, the first node that you're seeing here. If I were to just select my node and select this, that is our 0 comma 0 comma 0. Okay. So this particular, just a second, this particular beam. Okay, if I hold control and go ahead like this, okay, by default many things will get selected. That's the problem. Okay, either way, so this front thing is what is our starting point. Okay, this is our 0 comma 0 comma 0, and this is our beams going in the upper direction. This is the front portion. Okay, generally people get confused, where is the front portion? So always just focus on the very bottommost node point, and that is your starting point. Okay, if you're getting confused where to start, like in which direction am I seeing this, just focus here, and the entire structure is going in sideways from there. Okay, all right. So the move command, right? So I'll go for my plan view. In plan view, I have got a couple of beams, right? I want to move all these beams in this direction. Okay, say by about 1 meter, I want to move them. So I'll just select the whole thing, and I'm going to go to my geometry, geometry, move, and I've got three options here. I can move my joints, I can move my origin, I can move my members. So these are my members. So I'm going to select members. Now before I select my members, whenever I select like this, right, I have to go and check in my isometric. Please make this a habit. Whenever you select something, please check for it in the isometric. So in the isometric, everything is selected. My beams, my columns, everything is selected. Okay, that's what I wanted. I wanted to move my entire frame from there to about a meter in the direction. So this is selected. Now go to geometry, go to your move tool and click on member. As simple as that. Now if I want to move this in the x direction by 1 meter, so just give 1 over here and click on OK. Do you want to perform a duplicate beam check? Yes. Okay. And you can do yes for this also. So basically what happens, your entire thing has moved here from, if I go from plan view again, see the entire thing has moved from this point to this point. Now we have got some beams, now we have got some node points. I'll show you how to work with these node points a bit later. When it comes to beam editing, how to do that, I'll show it then. Now not only in x direction, if you want to move in the y direction also, let me just try to move this complete frame only. Okay, I'll just go for my isometric view and check it over here once. Then I'll go for tools. Now instead of going for geometry and going for move and everything and selecting member from here, what I can do is, see, by default system will know that what I have selected is members. Okay, whenever you select like this, the system will know that you have selected members. So right click, and if you right click, you will find the move option right here. Okay, so instead of going to geometry and then going to move and then selecting member, what you can do is just right click here and select your move option. You click your move option. Now in the z direction I wanted to move, say by -1 or something, I wanted to move -1, extend it. So I'll do okay, yes. So what happens, we have got some spacings over here, but if I come into the top view again, let me just come to top view, you can see it has moved by about 1 meter. Okay, all right. So all we have to do is right click and where is the move option? Just a second. You have to select something first for it to come. You click on move. Okay, that's all you have to do. If you click on retain connections, let me just do Control Z, select the whole thing. Okay, again, what I'm going to do is right click. I'm going to go to move again. All right, retain connections I'll do. I'll give it -1. I click on OK. Yes. Okay, when you do that, what happens? Everything just moved. Okay, all my connections are there. I'm not seeing those node points again. All right, so you can do even that. It's up to you totally. However you want to move, you can move it. Okay, so I hope you have understood how to use the move command. If you want to move a beam, if you want to move a column separately also, if you want to move, you can select this, right click on move, and you'll be able to move it. Okay, all right. So in the next section, let me just open up and see. We have got mirror command. So we'll see in the next section what is mirror command. Okay.